Welcome to our Photoshop tutorial series. In today's episode, we are diving into the fundamentals by exploring the Photoshop's interface. Understanding the layout and tools is crucial for any beginners. So let's get started. First thing first, when you open the Photoshop, you are great with a dynamic and multi-factor workspace. The interface comprise several essential elements. Okay, so at the top we have the menu bar, and this is where you will find a drop down menu bar for the file operations, image like the file, edit image, then layer, type, select, filters, or different ways. So we have the option bar, and it changes depending on the tool you have selected, offering the specific settings and adjustments. Like by using the windows, you can easily use by using the histories, or something like you can use from here. Okay, so by working with the images, if you can get the several options in there. Okay, so and on the left hand side we have our tools pane, and we these tools are your creative instruments, allow you to select like paint, edit, or like the multiple or manipulate images. Each tool has its unique functions. Like when I click over, right click, and you can find there is a several options. Like if I select here like the text, and here you can see it is the few options like the horizontal types or vertical types tools, and several options in there. Okay, so you can easily select from there, and when I click over here, now you can see it gives me the another options is only with the text options. But when I click over with the like the blur tools, and comes with the blur tools options in there, like the normally mode or different modes in there, so you can easily click over here. You can also, so okay, over the right hand side we have the panel. These are windows that contains various functions and informations you can find, and will find the layer panel, which lets you manage different layers or your projects, like the properties panels and many more, which can access from the Windows menu. So you can work with this and this one. And the center areas is the canvas or the documents windows. This is where your project is displayed, and where you can edit and work on your images. You can have multiple documents open simultaneously, each it's in your own steps. Like you can use by using here, you can easily use from the new tab, or here it gives you the like what kind of tab or what kind of document do you want to use. For example, if I use this like the customs, then this can create it on the own. You have the another, so here we have two panels in there, so we can work with them. Okay, so understanding these elements will form another foundations of your Photoshop journey. Take your time to explore and get familiar with the interface. Don't hesitate to experiment with the tools and panels to better understanding how they work. And remember, practice makes perfect. So that is for today's tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial, each introduction and the Photoshop interface, helpful. Stay tuned for our next episodes, where we will explore some essential tools in more detail. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial. Hey there, and welcome back. Today we are diving into the basics of Photoshop, and starting right at the beginning by creating a new document. Whether you are a beginner or need a quick refreshes, this tutorial will guide you through the process step by step. So let's get started. First, open the Adobe Photoshop on your computer. Once you are in the applications, follow the steps to create new documents. Okay, so go to the file menu, and there, and you can find there is also the new in there. Okay, so click over the new to create new documents. Okay, so these documents or this new documents dialog box is where we will set the parameters for your new project, and you can name it or your file at the top and there by using here. Like if I say this, the I can say the first or the first one, this one, first document or first file, this one. So here we have this one. Now we will set up and see the documents width and heights. So I will use the width here, the 8, and I will use here the 1 is inch, and here I will also use the like tens and this one. Okay, so here we have this one. Now we will find and say the resolutions, for instance, or we will use the resolutions to 300, or if you convert this one instead of inches, you can use this one for the pixel by using for our standard, and you can write here the 1920 and height, so it will come up at the 1080. And here we have this one. Now the resolutions, you can use something like 300, or I use here 72. Okay, so there you have the several options, like you say the resolutions like or web or screens based on the graphics will use the 72 pixels. Inches in usually sufficient. So if you are working on a print, you might want to higher resolutions, like typically the 300 pixels inches and there. Okay, and now you can set the color mode for most projects. The RGB colors would work great. So however, if your projects in the print use, and you can use also sometimes CMYK colors, this one. Okay, so for this tutorial I will use this colors, and here you can use this one, like the 8 bits and there. And then now their background or background contents, and the options allows you to choose the initial content of the backgrounds layer. So white is the default choice, but you can options are opt for transparency or color from here, like the transparent, or you can choose the background color or the different. Okay, so for now I use this one, and then you can use from the color profile, and you can choose from the different one. Okay, so for this example, for this work I will use this one, and here we have all the new corrected. And now finally, so ensure you're satisfied with your settings, and now click over the create. And so here we have now the documents in there. Okay, so now you have successfully created a new documents in Photoshop. Now you are ready to start your project. Okay, so there's the fundamental process of creating a new documents in Photoshop. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Don't forget to experiment and get creative with your projects. Thank you for watching. In today's tutorial, we are diving into the wonderful world of Photoshop and exploring panels of workspace. Understanding these elements will help you streamline your workflow and optimize your creative process. Let's get started. Panels and workspace in Photoshops are like your customizable workstation. They contains various functions tools and settings tailored to your specific needs. Let's begin by understanding the panels. Okay, so here on the right side you have the different panel like the layers channel and paths. Also you can find the documents and adjustments, libraries. Sometimes you may find show like this one, like the colors, and you can find the right side. Okay, so now you can access them through the window menu, so where you can select who is the panels and where to buy space, and you can find the top here. You can see there, if I use like this something kind of brushes, you can see it come up with the brushes in there. Okay, so here by selecting there, you can easily take or you can easily bring out the panels in your right side. Now let's talk about the workspace. So you can find in there in the top, it says like the essential, or you can make it a different way. Like if you want to use like the something like the motion, or you can use it like come to the motions, and like you can use also the 3D, or it comes up with the 3D is in here. Okay, so also design, and also the sometimes paintings, photography, and more. So this workspace are pre-configured arrangement or panels trailed for specific texts or creative needs, so you can reset it. Okay, for now I will just use the essential, and this is the default one. Okay, so now I will use the access or create or customize the workspace. So you can do before that I will take out in this separately, and now you can see that came up in the separately, and you can make it the separately by using the way. And here you can use like I can just take it all out the things here. So here we have all the windows in there. Okay, you can find this is called the panels. Now you can customize it as you are working, and the partnerships, like if I want to use this colors with the gradients, or you can just drag it in and it can give you like this one. Now you can see it comes out with the colors and different gradients, and if you want to use also this one with with one, and you can use this one as with the colors by dragging it to the and give it to the this one. Okay, so if you want to use this one with this properties by dragging it to the okay, can make it now you can also resize it by using the cursor. And if you want to take out this one by using the close, so it can takes out. Okay, but now let's move into the windows, and from there you can easily use like something. If I want to use the layers, so it comes over later, you can just take it out and individually, and you can customize it by using this way by dragging, and it can help you by give the customized workspace in there. Okay, so here we have now workspace. Now you can easily take from me, and you can use by using this way, and you can move where do you want to use it. Like if I want to use here, so you can easily make it. Okay, so for instance, if you are retouching our photo, or you might want to use a photography workspace, or there you just can easily use the photography, and here it will help you from there. And you can also easily from take a quickest panels from here, like process or something, if I want to use like for the photograph styles. So it's come up like this, and you can easily customize it. Okay, so the magic does not end where there are you can customize or create like by using, or you can save it by using to click over the windows and use the workspace, and it can give you the new workspace by selecting the new workspace. And so before that I will use this one with the essential, and here we have this one I want to shape it by using. Before that, I will take it to here, and like where I do want to keep the, so here I want to keep it. Now go to the window, and from there use the workspace in there. Okay, just and just use the new workspace. And here, if I ask you to giving names, so like here the panel locations will be shaped, and this workspace keyboard shortcuts menu or toolbars or options. Okay, so for this, say I will write here like my or my workspace. I can just say this one, or I can just use this one of my workspace in there. Okay, now you can see it has now selected in my workspace, and now when you click over 3D, it's come up in the 3D. When it's I click over my workspace, it comes with the workspace. Okay, so by rearranging the panels and saving your complications with the new workspace, you can create a setup perfectly fit your workflow, and this can save your time and make your workshops experience more efficient. Okay, so that's wrap up panels. And workspace in workshops are customizable tools that allows you to organize your workspace and tailor in it to your specific needs, and enhancing your productive and efficiently, and experiment with different congregation to find what works best for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Welcome. Today we will be diving into the essential skills of navigating and zooming in Adobe Photoshops. This fundamental technique will help you to maneuver through your projects efficiently. Let's get started. Before we delve into navigating and zooming, let's familiarize ourselves with the Photoshop interface. Here we have the tools pans on the left, the options bar on the top, and the layers and also panels on the right. And there you can use the right, so you can find the canvas in the center in there. Okay, so navigate smoothly. Understanding these elements is crucial. So navigating with your canvas can be done in multiple ways. First, I will insert a picture, like use the options and go to the like something desktops, or use this one. So here we have the pictures, then I want to navigating. Then so you can use the hand tool by by pressing use the H, or you can use the, it's come up like there's a selecting, and from the toolbars by using here by selecting, right click, and here the few options like the handle tools and also the rotates view tools in there. By using this one, you can now see you can rotate this one, and you can easily navigate it. Okay, so another method is using the navigator panels. Exit by going to the windows and use the navigators there. You can find it and say the navigators that you can easily use it by this way. Okay, now let's move into again, and now you and also familiarize yourself with the zooming tools. Like you can also find it like the come up in the zooming by clicking here. You can see it shows up like the plus signs by using clicking, and it can give you the helps to you zooming out and zooming in. If I click over here, use the zooming out is the navigate. So by clicking over here, now you can see skip the zooming out, and clicking here it helps you to zooming in there. So okay, now also to precisely control your zooming is available, or you can try using the shortcuts by using the control plus. So to zoom in, the control minus to zoom out, if I use here, and it will help me to zooming out, and when I use the control plus, so it will help me to zooming in. Okay, So you can also zoom tools use the jet with the additional options like using the jet, so it will give you the zooming out in there, so you can use by scrubbing zooming zooms by using the, or you can easily write here the zooming, and you can help you, it can help you to zoom and zoom out. So for a tailored experience, customize your navigation preference to go to the edit, and there you can there from there you use the preference tools, and from there you can easily use the tools windows or portals to preference, and from there, and it can help you to use the zooming or zoom resize or zoom scrolls in there by using. Okay, so here you can change the hand tool settings or zoom options and more in there. Okay, now you can easily use from there. Okay, so and there you have it, navigating and zooming in. Photoshop is crucial for seamless workflow. uh, Practice these techniques to become more efficient in handling your projects. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Welcome to our Photoshop tutorial. Today we will explore how to efficiently work with multiple images in Photoshop. Whether you are creating a collect multi-image design or simply need to manage several images at once, mastering these techniques can save you time and make your workflow smoother. So let's type writing. So here I will insert the multiple pictures. So first steps, I will go to the file, and from there use the image, and let me select this image and select the multiple image, then open it. So there we have it, the image, but it created with the separate documents in there. But here you can see the layers. This is the separate layers, but there if I take it, like if I use this one elephant and come up like into there, but it also takes time to, like it takes one by one. So I will show how can you work on how can you take multiple pictures and documents. So this is the easiest way to use. If I like use that this one, and in here go to the file, and from there use the scripts in there. And from there the scripts, click over the load files into stacks in there. So here you can find the load layers, so choose two or more files to load and into the image stacks in there. So you can easily click over and just sleep from there, and it can give you the you like there here it can give you the loads of help and helps you to load it the picture in here. But I will also need to use that opens file. So this means whichever which picture in your mind document, you can, it will help you to select from here. So add open pick files in there, and here you so must be saved before they can march on the. So you have the pictures like the cat, when we have say the dolphins and the elephants, fox kings, fish kings, fishers, and there. So by using the okay, so now you can see is come up or coming to the multiple images on a single layer, and you in a single document bar. And when you can you see the here the layers difference here, layers you can easily use it. Like if I take out the layers, or you can take out the visuals, now you can see it's come up, comes with the several layers in there. Now you can work with it and this. Okay, so once you have finished working with the multiple images, this essential is to save to work. If you want to keep layers intact for features, edit, save your work like as like the PDF to export multiple images. Use the export as or save for web. So options to save images in various formats such as JPG or PNG or TIFF. And form like the file, go to the file and use that, or here save as the, you can like use like the save your computer, and you can choose here the different options. Okay, so and there you have it. Working with multiple images in for prototypes does not have daunting with this technique, so you can efficiently manage arranging and create stunning composition with ace. And thank you for watching. In today's tutorial, we will explore the various tools and techniques to help you design and manipulate text for your project. Hello everyone. Today we will dive into the exciting world of text creation in Photoshop. Let's get started. To begin, open Adobe Photoshop and create a new document or open an exciting one. So here I want to add text in the picture. So how can I do that? I am going to show you step by step. So the first step is I will select this layer, then go to the left panel, and here you can find it symbolized as kind of that T. So click over here, and here you can find there are several options like the horizontal type tools, the vertical types of tools. Okay, so let's start with the horizontal types of tools. In there, click here and drag it where do you want to use it, the text. So for example, if I select in here, now you can see here the simple text in there. So this is the simple text, and you can change the font style by selecting the font style, and you can give the different font style or whether you prefer for your design. Okay, so for this example, if I use this one as like this one, the example is one here, and you can give the font style. Now we want to change the icon and the different one like the regular or this one. Now we will change the font point and font size by selecting the font style or font point, or you can also use here by using here the simple, like if I say the 24. So here you have the 24 points and font size there. Okay, so that is, and you can also change the different ones. So here you can find the different font size in there. Now you can also change the sharp like the creeps, or you can change this one as the strong, or you can change it as the smooth in there. Okay, so now also you can give the alignment like left align text from here, and you can also use the right from here, or you can use also the center text alignment from choosing the center text in there. Okay, now we will change here the color. So which color you prefer for your design. So if I choose here the color like the red color, you can give the color different color by selecting choose from here. For example, if I use this one like this one, then here we have the select, then hit hit on the OK. So here we have the different colors in there. Okay, now I will change here the styles by selecting, so here now I will select all the text by double clicking, so it can give you the different. I'll change here. So first I will use it to make it a little bit bigger than the use discard this one. So go to again, and here I will change here like this tiles by create a wrap text. So what kind of wrap text or do you want? For this tutorial I will use this one. So you can now use it like the different ones. So before that I will change the text and just use this one. And if I say this is the burger, so I will just delete this one and all this one. So let me select this one and delete it, or I will use, so make me, or right here something the burger. Okay, so this one, then I will change the wrap text. So you see the wrap text form there, choose here, so you can get the different one by using like here, and the regular on. You can also use this one, the upper, and you can change here the other different one. So whatever you prefer, then you can use the vertical, and you can also use the vertical for the, can choose the horizontal, or you can use like banded by using your cursor, and it can give you the banded, or if you want to use it like the horizontal distribution by selecting, and it can give you like the horizontal distributions in there. uh, okay, so for this I will use like this one. So here, mm, we have this one. Now I will change the color, but before that I will hit on OK. Now I will change the color, so it can be highlighted. So I will change the red color, and this one, hit on OK. So before that I need to select this one, go back again and change the color. So here we have the different color, and hit on OK. So here we have, now I want to move it a little bit on the top, so it can be, before that I will do again. Let me use, so here let me use and make it different, and it can be highlighted somewhere. So for example, I will use this one and a little bit do bigger, and so here we have now the text in our object. So this way you can easily use or create any kind of text in your objects in the photo shoot. So okay, so make any final tweaks, and when you are ready, and you can save your work and as a file format suitable for your intended use. So, and there you have it. Creating text in Photoshop opens up a world of creative possibilities. Don't hesitate to experiment and explore the tools we have covered in this tutorial to elevate your design. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. So see you in the next time. In today's tutorial, we are going to explore the essential steps to add images in Adobe Photoshop. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced user, this tutorial will help you to master the process of seamlessly integrating multiple images into your projects. Let's dive right in. Okay, so the first thing is, first open the Adobe Photoshop on your computer, and once it's launched, create a new document or open the exciting one where you want to add the images. Okay, so for this tutorial I will add or create a new document by using the File tab, and click over the new, and here you can select the, you can customize your want, and if you want to give the different one, like for this one I will write here the image and this one, and I will select this one, then create one. So here I have the blank layer in there. Now I will add here the images. So to add images, go to the File tab and select the place in that, or place linked in there. Okay, so I will select the place in that. So this action will promote you to navigate the image file you want to add. Okay, so choose the image file. So file, so where, like which picture I want to insert. Okay, so for this example I want to use like this one, and then click on the place in there. Okay, so after placing the image, you can adjust its positions and orientations using the transformations, and then and to maintain the aspect ratio, for hold down the shift key, and you can easily resize it by using this one, like I used, and I'm using the shift key now. You can use it, and you can also place it. Okay, So and click and drag it to the desired location. So I do want to replace it. Okay, so if I want to use something into the here, so I can use in here. Okay, so after placing the image, you can adjust its position, size, rotation using the transfer or transformations handle, like in there. Okay, so now let's move into the organizing your layers. So organizing your layers is crucial. So to reposition the image within your layer, click and drag it to the desired positions. The layers are like here. I'm using the layer. Here you can see the layers positions are like this, and the background does layers, so where it can easily use it. Okay, so you can also layer masking the blend and the image seamlessly. Okay, so to do this, click on the layer marks icon and use like the here and use the brushes. Like for this example, if I use the brushes from here, so you can easily find the brushes. So what kind of brushes do you want? Like if I want to use here like the different brushes, you can easily use from here the brushes. Okay, and you might need to make adjustment to your add images. Use the Photoshop various tools like the adjustment or the layer adjustment, filter or color, like you can use from here. Okay, so what kind of adjustment or filters do you want, like blur or blurry, different one you can choose from here, and you can change from the layer from here. Okay, so for example, if I use this one as with the filters, and I can just say this in the players, so it come up like this and you can easily adjust it. Okay, so I will undo it, and like you can make it more something like 3D or different one, you can easily choose it from there. Okay, so or you can also use the different one like by using from here, and you can choose from the or you can customize your photos. So any images in Photoshop is fundamental skill that opens up endless creative possibilities, and experiment with different techniques, play layers, and don't be afraid to explore the tools available to you. Remember, practice makes perfect. Okay, so if you want to insert another picture, you can easily follow the steps by using the file tab and go to the place in that or place in this one, then it can help you to add the images into your layer. Okay, so thank you for joining me in this tutorial. Okay, so I will see you in the next tutorial. Today we will be diving into the essential art of organizing layer in Photoshop. Whether you are a beginner or a seasonal flow, managing layers effectively is crucial for a streamlined and efficient workflow. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, let's understand the importance of organizing layers. So in Photoshop, as your projects grow, so do the layers, making it crucial to keep everything neat and accessible. Okay, so here in the layer panel, you can see all the different layer that make up your project. Like if here they are, and so here I have the server projects and pictures with also the backgrounds and also the art of the text in there. So you can see that it might to look Catholic now, but fear not, we will take this steps by steps. Okay, so one of the best way to organize layers by using folders. So simply click on the folders icon at the bottom of the layer panel. So you can easily see by create a new group clicking over here, and it can also, you can create a new group and in there, or you can use also easily easy way to do by, okay, by before, or I'll just delete this one and I'll make sure this one with like this and this layer and also this layer. Okay, I'll group it and take it to the new folder. So how can I do that? We first select this one and use the control, and use this one, use the control, and then use there, just create a new layer, click over here, and before that I will just delete this one, and again I will do select both the thing, both of them, and use here as kind, create a new group, click over here. Now you can see it gives you the here, and the one, it gives you the group one, and this one under the, there is the two layers and in there. Okay, so once you have created the folders, so it's time to drag and drop. It's also, it takes respective layers into the folders, and you can easily do it. Okay, so before that I will insert the another, like the another picture in there. So first the file, and use the place and it from here there, and say if this will be here, and I have another burger pictures and there. Okay, so I will just use my shift for group, and so here we have another layers, and there, like here we have the burger layers, and we have this also group one. So now I want to move this one into the groups of one folders by dragging, and takes to there, and now you can see the text into the group one into there. Okay, so naming your layers is a must. So just double click it, and in there, in here, you can just, here before, you can use this one and give you the difference name. And so before I will just use here and just click, for example, if I say this will be the burgers and the burgers folders, this will be okay. So here we have the names with the folders, and under the folders we have the three layers like burgers and this one, and also the text, and also here there use several pictures in there. Okay, so clear descriptive names make it easier to locate specific elements later. So also using color to code a layer can be, it is incredibly helpful just for you to, before I will create another layer or another folder, just another group click, or here I can give you this one group, this is the one, and I will create. So color is the easiest way to color by double click, or you can right click over here and you can find there the several colors and no colors, red color, orange color. Okay, so for example, if I select green, so here I have the green in folder there, and before that I will just take out this one, and I will make the another, before that I will make another folder like there, or create a new folder. It is not the folder, but I will create here another folder. Okay, so create here by using so it can give you, now I will make the different color like red color. So here we have the red color, and I want to make this one as a different color, and I will use the right click to say this one green, and here the green color, and under the green color folder we have the several real layers and in there. Okay, so this way you can easily change and give the different colors, or you can give the different names in the layer. Okay, so another fantastic way to organize layer is by using layer style. You can add different style to adjust or distinguish layer marking, layer making them visually unique. So for instance, you can add a stroke or specific color overlay by clicking like this one, and you can use also the different one. Okay, so as your projects grow, the layers panel can become extensive as filter. So sort by layer, by kind, not like the name or effect mode or attribute or color. Like this search options can be lifesaver when you dealing with a large number of layers. Simply type in a keyword and it will highlight relevant layers. Okay, so you can use and there you have it. Well organized projects not only saves times but also reduce frustrations. Okay, so now go ahead and put these tips onto practice and you will see significant improvement in your workflow. So until next time. Today, we are going to delve into the world of canvas sizing in Photoshop. Understanding canvas sizing is crucial as it determines the dimensions and regulations of your projects. So, let's jump right in. First, open the Photoshop and create a new document by going to the file, and from there use the new and just click over here because it is where you can see the canvas size according to your project's requirement. You can either choose present size or enter customized dimensions. Like if I use this one, so it will come up with the size of your, you can easily customize it by using here and this name. Okay, so when you are creating a new canvas, you have the options to select different presents such as like the print, wave, and also the customs. For instance, if you are creating a content for social media, you can use also from the different one, like from the videos in there, or you can use for the mobiles, and from there you can easily choose it. Okay, so now if you want to customize the size, simply either or enter specific determine in the width and the height boxes in there by selecting. Okay, so for example, if I use this one from the recent one and say the customs and create one, so here we have the new canvas and you can easily change it by properties from here. Okay, so you can choose the measurement until, or you can, it is like the pixel here, like for example if I use this one as was one kind of the 960, we will keep the height the same, like the 1080 in here. So and the next step is here, it says the resolutions. You can also change this one, the resolutions are like you can use this one as like 300. Okay, so for web and digital design, resolutions like 72 pp or pixel per inch is typically CPCN. However, for print resolutions such as like the 300 ppi is recommended for better quality. Okay, so for this example, if I click over here, then it is the one. Okay, so if you say that the new canvas size is smaller than the current convert size, um, so well we will use the proceeds here. So we have the canvas according to our selections. Okay, so once you have set the canvas size and resolution, you can always adjust these settings later by going to the image and there and use the canvas size from there, and you can choose from here. So what kind of canvas do you want by selecting or using or give the values, and it can be changed in here. Okay, so example, if I make it like 110, like 1900 900 and 1900 and then 20 and then okay, so use this one. Okay, so here we have the now previous one. Okay, so this way you can easily do the make and customize canvas in your 4 issues. Okay, so for remember, understanding canvas sizing, ensure your projects looks crisp and clear without losing quality when it's shared or printed. Okay, so and that's a wrap up on the understanding canvas sizing in Photoshop. Whether it's for the digital design or print, getting the canvas size right is essential for professional outcome. Experiment with different sizes and always consider the end uses of your projects. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. In today's tutorial, we are diving into the art of manipulating layers in Photoshop. Understanding the layer is fundamental to mastering the software, enabling you to create stunning and complex design. So let's dive right in. Before we get started, let's understand the basic of layers in Photoshop. Layers are Layers are transparent sheets stacked on top of each other, and each layer can hold different elements such as text, images, shape, and adjustments. They allow you to edit or and organize various parts of your design independently, making it easier to control and modify your works. So first, let's learn how to create and manage layers. So here I am using some layer in there, and you can find there is the in the right panel there is called the layer panel. So you can find there, if I use the several layers in there. So here we have the several, and I made up with the several names with adjustment or something like design and headers in there. So you can easily create a different layer if you want to use, and if you want to use layer and you want to add the images or text in your work project. So for you can use and create a new layer by using the layers, and from there you can use the layer in there by selecting and layer, and it can make you help to create a new layer. Okay, so and use the keyboard shortcuts like the shift and control, then it will help you for creating a new layer. And here you can give the layer for something. If I say this will be the text, so here we have the layers and this called the text, or hit on. Okay, so here we can now see it is the another layer and it's called the text. So when I click over, now I want to add the another layer by, or I want to add the like the something like text in there. So for this example, if I use here the text, just dragging down, and here I can use the something the text as example. So here you can just now you can the text, you can easily customize the text like 36, and here I use it like you can also change here the alignment of different ones. So for example, if I use this one, okay, so here I have the text, and this is the layer new one, and we can call it the text. Now, so this way you can easily create a new layer, and now we want to move this layer to another group by using or dragging, and you can move here by using like into the design, and here now is under the design by using or dragging you can easily manipulate this one. So you can find this layer into the design groups by selecting, and under the design test you have a lot of things you can easily work here. Okay, so this way you can easily create or manipulate your layers. Okay, so adjustment layers are non-destructive layers used to apply colors and tonal adjustment to your images. They allow you to experiment with various changes without altering the original image. So here are a few commonly used adjustment layers. So saturation adjust the hue, the saturation and the lightness, and color you can use by using the also curves. Modify the tonal range and contrast and the levels, fine tune by brightness and contrast of an image. So by this way you can easily create and make a new manipulate your layers and when you're working with a project. So in conclusion, we can say the mastering and the manipulation of layers in Photoshop is the key skill for any designers or digital artist. By understanding layer creations, blending modes and masking the adjustment layers, you have the power to take your design to the next level. Okay, so thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Welcome back to our Photoshop tutorial series. Today we are diving into the one of the essential tools for selections, the laser tools. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced user, mastering the laser tools can significantly enhance your editing skills. So let's explore how to make precise selections using the laser tools in Photoshop. Okay, to access the laser tools you can find it the toolbars on the left hand side. It can here looks like the laser icons you can find in there. Okay, and it's here and looks like also the laser icons, and click on whole rebuild the various laser options in there, right clicking and you can find in there. Okay, so also laser options like the laser tools also you can sometimes find it is kind of the different one by right clicking, and you can find also they are this type of polygonal laser tools, and also sometimes you can find there can be magnetic laser tools in there. Okay, so it's severe or it's severe pacific a specific purpose. Okay, the laser tools allow you to freehand selections, and you can use this one and by using inserting image. So here I do have already the images in there, so with the burger so we'll use the laser tool. So right clicking and right click I can use this one and the tools by using. Okay, so now click and drag around the area you want to select. Like if I use this one by using, now you can see it's come up like this, and when I close it, so here this is the selections released in the mouse. So to close the selections for more precious like the polygonal laser tools is fantastic. Like if I use the right click and the polygonal laser tools, if like if I want to use something or like this, so it can be selections like this way by selecting, and you can use the multiple selections in there. But today I'm gonna use the laser tools in there. So I want to use the using this way, so I can use it. I can just use it. Okay, so now I will use and I can just move it, or I can copy it and I can delete it the way by using the okay, so here it's deleted. Now I want to undo it, and okay, now if I want to also use another laser tools in there, so how can I do that? Like I want to use before that I will use from here and here, and okay, I want to use this one from this call and add the selections by selecting options. Like I will just use from here. Okay, so this way now you can add this one. Now you can also use deselect or subtract from the selections by clicking options here, and it can help you to subtract from there. Okay, so now if I use the selection and from there if I click over here, so use it, so here now you can see the subtracted form here, or I want to subtract from like this way, just told it to the, you can see subtracted way. Okay, now if I want to use this one also, how can I do that? By using here, so it's called the insert intersect with the by selecting, and I want to also use this one for the range, does drag and hold it and release it to, so here now you can see it gives the way. Okay, so to add your selections you can easily or hold down the shift key. and continue drawing the laser tools. Or okay, so like if I start from here, the and just using, and you can use this one, or so you can also use and release it. And also conversely, to subtract from the selections, hold all down, and also alter if you want to, and you can easily select from here. For example, if I want to use for subtract and I want to use it, so I can use something like this. Before that I will use alter, then you can see this is coming up, and this I can use this one, and the selection come up like, or is subtract from here. Okay, so now let's talk about crucial expert refining selections. After making use selections, if I make it from selections, like here this one I want to use it, and hit the select menu. You can use from here by selecting and hit the selections menu and explore the modify from here, like from the modify options. And here you can also further add smooth them, or like the expand or contract the selections and more. Like you can use, for example, if I use the mode and this one for, so if I can help you to smooth selections like this one, or you can use this one by select or selecting and modify it and use the borders, so it can give you or help it making with the borders. And there's a several way. And so okay, so this adjustment allows you to fine tune your selections for more professional and seamlessly finish. Remember, precise selections are the key to successful editing. Okay, so now if I want to like this one, I want to copy this one and just make the selections, then use a copy and use the control new for new documents control, and take the measurement from the credit and paste it here. So here we have the selections, and we cut it to the, or cut it from here, and this is our first the paste. Okay, so that's our wrap up for the laser tool tutorial. I hope you found this guideline helpful. I don't forget to experiment and practice. Stay tuned for your exciting tutorials. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Hello everyone, and welcome back. We are going to the world of advanced selection tools in Photoshop. Mastering these tools will take your editing skills to the next level, allowing you to create more precise and intricate selections in your projects. Let's get started. First thing first, let's explore the select and mask features. Is a powerful tool that offer advanced selections, refinement, capabilities. You can find it by making selections, and like if I use this one, then the selections, and you can find it in the top. So before that, I'll just select something new with this one, and I can use this as an example, like this one. And if I gonna just select and here this kind of thing example, like if I will use now, and I can see it comes with the select and in there. And in the menu or using the keyboard shortcut, you can find this one with the counter alter and plus R with, and so when I click over here, you can see it's come up with the selections area. And now this one, okay, so now if I just copy this one and just use the control, and for new document, before that you need to use okay, for this selection you can, okay, so you can also use this one, like the size are bigger little bit too. You can also use this one for selection, like multiple selection by selecting, like I'm just using for example this one. And okay, so here I just use a little selections, then I can just say the okay, so here we got the selections area in our picture and there. Okay, so if I just copy this one and use the control, and now use the new key to, so for example I'm using the keyboard for customs, then create it, then here we have a new, now I can just paste it. So here I use this one, then another fantastic tool for intricate selections in the pen tool. Okay, so before that I'll just undo it. So I go to the go to and use the like I use this is the pen and or the pen tools in there. Okay, you can find there the pen tools there by using this one, and you can easily use like using the pen selections and use this for, so for example I'm using like with the selections. Okay, he turned, okay, okay, so here we now selected the new one. Now you can also use the marks, and there if I want to use the how you can with the marks. Okay, so this way you can easily use it. Now moving on the quick selections too, so we can use by using right the this one, or you can use the laser tools or the polygonal tool laser tools. um and there you can use the magnetic or this one like the rectangle, this one for selection, and there are several options. You can easily use this one for using the selections, and or you can use the right click for the magic tools on. Okay, so uh, this can be this tools is excellent for selecting specific with the range of the specific colors within an image. Okay, by simply color and adjust the range, and you can create highly customized selections. Like by selecting now, you can see and you can press the shift key for use the more colors selections by using this one. By this way you can easily multiple select in there. Okay, so this way you can easily use it by, or you can easily delete it, and it can help you use the multiple selection. Before I will just undo it this one, and you can easily check out like the way I just delete the vector marks on this one here. This we have now. I if I want to use also like the undead laser tools by selecting, and it can give you like for the selection, like I can just use this one, and it can be help me to make our selections any object to in your. Okay, so for example I selected this one, and you can now work with this one. So these advanced selection tools in Photoshop offer you an array of options for creating places, precious, and detailed selections. Experimenting with this tool and understanding their functionalities will greatly enhance your editing capabilities. So, in this our ever for the tourist tutorial advanced selection tools in Photoshop. I hope you found this guide helpful. Don't forget to practice and experiment with these tools to truly master them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Today, we're delving into the vital topic of saving file in Photoshop. Whether you are a seasoned pro or just starting mastering file, saving is a crucial for preserving your hard work. So let's get started. So you have just finished editing your work, masterpiece in Photoshop. So now it's time to save your work. The process might seem simple, but there are some key things you should know. Like save your file, head over to the file menu, and at the top of left corner of the screen, so click on the save, or like you can find the save or also the save edge options. And when you click over on the save edge, a dialog box will appear this allows you also like you to choose the file format, locations where you want to save your image. So I will just use this one, and I will just check out. Before that, I will use the save age and this one, and I will use the save on my computer in here. And now it's time to give the name. So here, what names do you want to use? For example, I will use like this, the first, or I can just use say this is the Photoshop, and this one, and here we have the name. Let's talk about different file formats. uh, the most common features or format is the JPG, and also the ideal for sharing images online, and you can easily click over here and it can give you the several options, like it's compressed and file size, but might slightly reduce image qualities in there. So next we have the, we can find also the different one like PNG. You can find this one. Okay, so this format that preserve high images quality is a greater for image with transparent background. And if you are working with the layers and want to retain them for further editing, consider using the Photoshop or native PSD in your compute, and can find the kind of Photoshop, click over here. And so when you are use the save page, now it can be helped you to save the page if you are working with the different way, and you can also or if you want to use the PDF or the something, like you can easily slip from here and it can give you and save the PDF from here. Okay, so what if you want to keep a copy file in your work while continuing edit? That's where the save page copy come from, and you can use it. Before that, I will save it now, and now again I want to use the save as save page, and to save my computer again I want to use the different name, and I can just save the two and use this one as the image. So it will help me to save the image as image, and with the GPC, or you can use this one as a PNG, or so now I will use the GPC in this one and hit on OK. So it's now saved as a GPC file in there. So you can just hit on the OK, and you'll help the save option, and those functions will allow you to make duplicate file for editing while keeping your original changed. So lastly, don't forget about the importance of naming the and organizing your file a clear and descriptions file name. You can save a lot of times and confusing down to the roads. So that's, there you have it. Saving file in 40 shapes. Make simple. Remember to choose the appropriate file format based on your intent. Use always consider saving a backup for your original work. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial, where we unravel the mysteries of Photoshop. Today, we are diving deep into the fundamental elements of Photoshop layers. If you are new to Photoshop or want to enhance your skills, this tutorial is for you. Let's get started. Here we have the one canvas layer. Finally, is one of the most critical aspects in the Photoshop. It allows us to work non-destructively, making changes without altering the original image. You can find the layer panel on the right side of the screen in there. Okay, so first let's create a new layer. So click on the create our new layer icon at the bottom of the layers panel and use the shortcut keyword, like you can easily use the Control plus Shift plus N, and it can help you to create a new layer. So here we have the new layer in there, and now we have the backgrounds layer and there and is the new layer. So okay, so now that we have the new layer, and let's explore the some basic functions. Okay, so before that you can easily use also from the layer types, and from there click over the layer, or you can now new up from here easily click over and select the layer, and it will help you to and gives you with the new layers. Okay, so renaming layers is crucial for organizing and easy identifications, and you can easily give the layer names, like if I just say this will be the image layer and I want to use this one, then you can choose also the colors if you want to use, like it shows up like in here with the layers in there. Okay, so if I want to use the green one, so here we have the green one. Okay, you can use this one as like the different colors, like the screen or the colors or like the different one. Okay, so for the example, if I say this one will be the screen and the like the line numbers one then hit okay, so here we have the green colors. So this one the name change the image layer. Okay, now we can click over here or double click on the layer name, or to rename it, and just double click, and here we now change, like I will use this one for the text layers, and I want to use this one for the text. Okay, then hit on okay. So layer style are also, and you also use of the city and the blend smooths are like for the powerful tools, and you can use this one by using here the normal or the different one. Like if I say this will be lightning and the opacity, so just the opposite of the slider to make the layer more transparent by using like this one. And so here we can get an experiment with the different blend modes to see how they interact with each other layers. So okay, for this example, if I use this one and click over here and use something kind of like this lighter colors, and here we have this one. Now we can use we can see there's no other layer, and if I click over here we can see double click, and here we can find blend modes on there. For example, if I use like something like Kaitos, this one it is the preview. So then if I use something the overlay, so here we have to get the overlay and off city, so we can change this one and blend. If so I can say the green, so it also use the fill of cities, like here we can change here. Here you can see the use the seller different one. Okay, so for like this example, if I use this one as like the something different one, for example, if I say this will be the dissolve, or I can use this one something like the linear does with this one. And then when I click over the, so here we have this one, and this is our, we think and we work the text layer in there. Okay, so layer style another fantastic features, and click on the, like you can find it say the fx icon and the bottom of the layers and the panels. So to access various styles like drop shadows or stroke or inner shadows, then some same thing, or color overlay, so different one. Okay, so by using like something as the stroke, so here we can use the different one, like you can change here the colors by using gradient. So here you can change, get the different colors and select the color from here, and it can help you to go to the different colors. Okay, so for the example, if I use this one, then hit on okay, so here we have this one, and again you can just select here you can just now see the outside in there, then using the okay, so here we can get the different layered styles in there. Okay, and you can also change here like the color by using here like the experience. Like if I say this will be here and I will use the different one, you can easily select here from here. Like if I gonna just say this one, okay, so for now I just used, okay, so I use this one, okay, and there, and here we have this one color, and this is the text layer in there. Okay, and also the grouping layers is the incredibly useful for managing complex projects. Like if I want to group this layer, then the text layer you can easily do it. Okay, so first select the layers. If you want to group it, then like I want to group this one, and just use the sheet and shift from the there you can find it in the bottom of the, say, create the new groups by clicking over there, and it now it gives you the another groups, and under the groups one of the image layer and the text layers are there. Okay, so now you can also change the groups names by double clicking in it, and there it can be help you to group the changes of the groups names. Like I can just say this will the object and object this one. So here we have the object groups, and under the object groups we have two layers like the image layers and also the text layers. Okay, so, and also if you want to change the colors of the each layer by selecting here, and it can help you, it can be help you by use change the different colors in there. So lastly, let's touch on the layers marks. So they're perfect for non-destructive hiding parts of the layers. Okay, so to add a layer marks, select the layer. I can just use on the in here, click over here for the, from there you can easily find the marks in there. Okay, so let me use and go to the layer in there. So you can add this one by using the add layer marks icon by the at the bottom of the layer marks pattern. Just click over here. Before that I will select the layer in there. Okay, go to the here and layer marks. It will find out the with the layer marks or different. So here you get you can see now, see that several marks in there by selecting, and over here you can select the year by using the vector marks and layer marks. You can easily use it. Okay, so remember, practice makes perfect. Experiment gets creative, and don't afraid to try new things with layers. And four. Okay, so thank you for joining us. See you in the next tutorial, where we explore the wonderful world of digital editing. Today we are diving into the art of color corrections using Photoshop. Color corrections is an essential skills for enhancing and perfecting your images. Whether you are a professional photographer or an enthusiast, knowing how to adjust color can significantly improve your Photoshop. Let's just jump right in. Okay, so the first thing first, we have this image in that. Okay, and need a bit of corrections. Okay, as you can see, the colors looks a bit off. To begin, we will go to the image menu and select the adjust, and from here then color balance, click over, and the color balance you can find in there by using this one. Go to again and use the color balance in there. You can easily find, or you can click over, or you can use the keyboard shortcuts Control B. Okay, so here we have the color balance. Here you can adjust the level of like cyan, and also the magenta, and also the yellow, and also like the red, green, and blue play around the sliders until you achieve a desired color balance. For example, if I use something the different color, and I can just want to use, or I want to play over the different color, now you can see it come up or is changing here. So this one, for example, if I use this one and here, so now we have the adjusted color for dessert. Okay, so remember the key to make something subtle adjustment to avoid over saturation or unnatural looks its color. So okay, so for this one I can just use the, okay, so here we have one. Now this one, and another essential tools is the curve. So you can just find this one onto the image steps and go to the adjustment, and from there you can use the curves, and you can use the CTRL plus M for the use, and it can gives you the precise control over the brightness and the contrast of image. Okay, so for this example, by adjusting the curves line, and you can modify the highlights modifications in there. Okay, so from here you can also use this one like the cross process, or so here the we have the cross process and use the negative one. So here the negative, or you can use the color negative, so comes the color negative darker or darker, so it's come up like the strong constructs. So here it comes up like this one, and you can do this as manual by using this one. And so here now you can drag it down and drag something like that your level, so it can we give you the different one. Okay, so by adjusting the curve line you can easily the shadows independently uh, gives you the image more balance and appealing look in there. Okay, so for now I use the, okay, so look at the difference with the few simple adjustment. We've got the, or we have the balance or vibrancy of this image. Okay, now let's talk about the selective color adjustment using the selective color tools. Okay, so you can find this one and go to the image, and from there use the adjustment, and you can find, you say the selective color. Okay, so click over here, and this tools will allow you to target specific colors. Like you can use the image in there and make nonce or to adjustment. For instance, you can enhance the blue and the sky more, like from here you can easily use it like this one, and it can be helped you to different one, and you can use it to also the green, like the landscape from, you can use like here. If I say the greens, and if I just use it, so here now you can see it changes this, or you can use the different one, or for yellow, so now you can see it changes the yellows colors and there. Okay, so remember subtlety is the key. And also small changes can make a big difference without making your image looks unnatural. So on lastly, don't forget about the hue and saturations in there. Okay, so before that I will use the, okay, so here the affected, we just adjusted the color for our tutorials, and also these tools enable you to control the overall colors and saturations and lightness of an images. So by accessing this size you can find tune the intensity and vibrancy of different colors in your images. So that's it for today's tutorial. Color corrections in Photoshop doesn't have to be with these tools, and a bit of practice you can bring your image to life with vibrance true of live colors. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Welcome. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of color shifting using Photoshop. Color shifting is a powerful technique that allows you to creatively manipulate and transform the color in your images. It can add depth, mood, and an artistic touch in your photos. Let's explore how it's done. To begin, we will use the hue and saturation adjustment layer. You can find this under the image menu. And before that, we are going to use this image for using this object. So go to the image and use the adjustment in there, and from there you can find the hue and saturation. So click over here, and so this tools gives you ability to change specific color hues and within your image. Okay, so let's say we want to see the green foliage, so click over, and if I'm gonna use the greens now, hit on the okay. So here we have a little bit of green. Before I will go against adjustment, use the hue and saturation to use the green and there. So here we have the greens. Now you can easily move it, or now you can adjust with the hue in there by using this one, and you can easily change like by using this one, and then it can be easily used in it. So let me use and make it a little bit different. Now you can see it's come up in here and the different one. So okay, so as you can see, by simply adjusting the hue, we are shifting the green foliage of the beautiful golden color transformation of the entire mood and the images. You can easily see it by using this one. Okay, so by using this way, you can easily see it, and when everything is done, you can easily use it. Okay, so here we have the different transfer or the shifting colors in there. Okay, so but that's not all. You can also use color balance to perform more controlled color shifting, and go to the image in there and use the adjustment, and from there you can easily use the color balance, and from there you can like using the different color balance, what color do you want for your images. So for example, if I use the different one, like, or I can just select this one or make this one. So here, and it's changing. So for example, if I keep this one and make it a little bit appealing for the pictures. Okay, so here we are, and I'm using this one and then hit okay. So here we can now adjust, and this is the adjusted color in there. Okay, so color balance allows you to adjust the balance of the primary colors in your images. Like you can also use the from the color images by using the exist, and from there you can easily use the different one from like the shadows, and also the by selecting and highlights. You can easily use it. Like if I want to use this one, now you can easily see it's coming up in the different one. Okay, so by the using this adjustment, you can easily adjust it. Okay, so then hit on the okay. So by playing with this cell sliders, we have the intentions that turning, giving the images in a richer and more dramatic reference. Okay, so another interesting technique is using gradient maps for advanced color shifting. So same is to go to the images and use that adjustment for, and from there choose the gradient maps in there, and from here now if I just change here like the gradient maps, apply a range of colors to image, and based on the eliminate cities level. So the technique also allows for a mix and creative colors effect. Also for the example, if I select the uh, different one, like here the clouds, and thus for selecting you can easily use it and see how simple gradient maps has completed from transform the color of images. Like if I could select the blue, or I'll change here the reverse of this one, and then I will change from here, then I will use the different one. Now you can see the changes here, the different one, you can easily adjust it, and it can be transferred with the different one by using this way. Okay, so for now, if I gonna just use this one, so it's come up like and this, and I can increase this one. Now you can see the effect affected to our images. Okay, so for this example, I will use something like this, and it can be changed here that this is this one, or I'll just use this one, and then when everything is done you can easily use it. Okay, then it's okay. Here we transform or transport this one into our shifting the colors into the different. Okay, so experiment with these different tools and adjustment to discover your unique color shifting style, and the possibilities are endless. So there's a wrap for today's tutorial on color shifting tutorials. So I hope you found these techniques and inspiring and useful. So thank you for watching. Your go-to place for learning all about Photoshop. Today we are going to explore the powerful tool known as Healing Brush. The healing brush is a fantastic feature in Photoshop that help us to retouch and fix imperfections in our images. Let's jump right in and see how this tool can works under. Okay, so first let's select the healing brush tools from the toolbar, and you can find this it the left side, and there so it gives space with the sport healing brush and the paste tools. Like click over here, now you can see there's the healing brush, so repair imperfection using pixel from another part of the image. You can use this one. So now I will show you how to adjust this one, and you can adjust the brush size and hardness to ensure precise and seamlessly corrections. And from here you can easily use it, and it can be help you to resize it. Like if I want to use this one, and now you can little bit increase, and it can come up, it is coming up. So there's this one. Okay, so now notice that this part on the image, you can remove it by holding down or alter the key and click and simple clean the area. Like then if I want to use this one, and we for that I will have here alter, then I can just use in here. Now you can see it come up like this one. Again I will select the alter and click over again, and I can use this one. Okay, so the healing brush tool blends the simple area with the surrounding, making the correction look natural and seamless. By clicking on with the alter and use the and it can be give you the, or it can be help you with the make this. Okay, now if I want to use this one, like use the alter, click over here, and now you can see is when I click over and the click check, now it's working this way. Again I will want to use here through the seat or alter, then click over and it can be removed, and this way okay. So another excellent features is the contents arrows options. It allows Photoshop to intelligently fill the area you are correcting. Like this, right click, and you can find here the severeless, and you can easily use this one. Okay, so I will use these options is particularly useful when working on a large areas or removing objects from your image. Let's analyze and the surroundings pixel and fill in the selected area more dynamically. Okay, so see how it seamlessly remove and under or unwanted objects while preserving the backgrounds by using, like here I can just use here the different one, you can easily select it, and this way like I can just use here like the this one, then the spacing, and here I will just use the different one like the dial or the panel or a style, while this one, and I can just select it with this, then select this one, and then I can just click over and click over, then it can help me to this way. Okay, so remember it's important to use different sample points to ensure a realistic outcome. This prevent repetitive patterns and maintains natural variation in the image. So and there you have it, the magic of healing brush tool in Photoshops is fantastic tool for effortless retouching and corrections. So thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next tutorial. Hello viewer, and welcome back. Today we have an exciting tutorial for you, the art of wrapping up in the Photoshop. Whether you want to create standing gifts design, custom packaging, or add a unique touch to your you have got covered and in this tutorial, I will guide you through the process step by steps. So let's dive right in. Here I have made a design with the cans, and as you can see the logos, the same kind of thing. I will show you how to create it. And standing wrapping up this one, and the first step is I will create or insert the can and there. So let me start, and I can use this one by using and the new one and click over the new layers there. Okay, so here we can we have the blank cans in there. Now if the first step is to let me go to the rectangle tools in there, right click, and you can see the rectangle tools by selecting here, and I will use this one to here by using all hold to shift key, then I can just move in here so it can be fit. Okay, so let me just adjust the size by using the shift, and here we have this one, then I can just do a little bit I can use this one. Okay, so let me just resize it in there. Okay, so here I will resize it again. I will take it a little bit down. Okay, so here now I will use here the control T to, and here now it's work. Now double click over the here, and I will change color. So for example, I will use the different color like this one, or I can use this one, and you don't. Okay, now you will change the opacity to the color, and again I will change here this one as the fill color. So I can just reduce the fill color by using the percentage. So here we have this one, and now I will double click on the right click, and so here is the convert to smart object, and there. Okay, so click over here, now double click on there, and here we have the rectangle when with the color, this color. Now I will use my logo for the can. So go to the file tab and use the place this take this, and then let them use for my logo. So for example, if I say there will be there another logo for me. Okay, so here I have this logo, then I will be resize it by using the shift key and resize it, and it can be also see fit in there. So here it is not working. Okay, so there we have the logo. Now use the CTRLS for shape it, so it is now set to your. Now come over to, okay, now it's time to use the fit into the can. So the first step is we can use it ctrl-t, and now I will use the wrap uh, by text. By using, or I can use the wrapping test by using here, and you can see the wrap text, and there you from here use the wrap text from the customs. For example, I will use this one, and before that I will just resize it by using here. Okay, so I will move it here, just use okay, then I will just use the ctrl-t again, and so here now I will use again this one. Now you or I can change, I can change this one also with whatever you prefer. So let me use and just resize it here. Before that I will just make it a little bit down, and here, okay, uh, so here we have the little bit this one, and now I will use this one as like this one, and so it can be look, so it can be looks like appealing. Just resize here, okay, here, okay, so okay, so here we have the little bit of, you can use from here if you want to use, or you can move it to the top little bit if you don't want to use it top. Okay, so when everything is done, now you can see it's come up with the wrapping tabs, wrapping the our cans around in there. Okay, so by following this way you can easily use and create the wrappings, wrapped any kinds of packaging, or kind of the circles objects in Photoshop. Okay, so that's our wraps for phone intent. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial or wrapping in the Photoshop. Don't forget to share your creations with your comments and below, and I love to see you what you come up with. And until next time, keep designing, keep creating, and keep having fun with the Photoshop. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.